Hey, I haven't made a video in a little while, so I think I'll try to give one over what I've been up to as far as what I have and how they're all going along. So, my home defense rifle, which is my 11.5 pistol, is basically done. Um, as far as my rifles go, hardware-wise, they're all done with the exception of maybe my scope rifle. In the future, maybe adding a Vortex Razor or a Primary Arms ACSS Raptor scope. But with that being the point, let me get on this little one here. So, it's a good idea, and I would say this, guys. Have one rifle, right? But you can always buy different uppers. But with me, I like the idea of buying the lowers, which are the actual firearm, like used into your FFL, obviously, because you can always change the bolt carrier groups, springs, and triggers and stuff if you have to, in like a worst case situation or lack availability of parts in the market. So, anyways, this is just my regular old PSA 11.5, and it's got a Packpole Gen 2 backup iron sight and Gen 3 backup iron sight, which I like. It's a lot more streamlined than the Gen 2. The only thing I'm not really crazy on is the backup sight feature, and it's a little, it leaves a little to be desired, just in my opinion. But I mean, it'll get you by. It's a backup sight, right? It's not your primary. So I got my Ames Hull Sun red dot, which is like $400 at the time when I got it, and you can save a lot of money on gun parts, guys. Not receiver wise, but accessories you can. I use like Etsy a lot, and it's like a payment layaway program, and you get a lot of stuff on eBay and a bunch of different sites. It splits up your payment into four, so it really helps if you're worried about like a budget and trying to get some quality parts on. So anyways, I like this red dot. I've used it a lot. It's great. Very robust. I love the backup lenses that you have. And this is my Primary Arms 3X ACSS Pegasus. It's a really small sight, or not sight, optic, right? And I kind of wish it was a little bit longer to go to here, but I get the point. It's save rail space, so it's fine. It's fine. Having said all that, the only thing I really actually don't like about it is this push button operation. This little plunger to fold it over. I mean, it's okay. It's out of the way. You can actually move over a little more. It's doable, but like in a situation where you're like, gross motor movement, you're trying to, get this out of the way, then it takes an extra second, when really shouldn't. So, something to consider. Don't know. SBA 3 brace, like nothing really special, guys. K2 grip, yada yada yada. Backpull sling. It's got the 1 to 2 point conversion set up. MS3 or 4, something like that. But no, this is a lot of fun. It's probably the gun I like to shoot. That's the most fun. And you just get on it. And this, about, I don't know, several inches of play here with the eye relief. So you're good. I just like to have a backup magnifier, just because you never know. Say you're traveling across the state, even if you live in a free state with no gun restrictions, or hopefully not. But if you do, that's great. Say something were to happen, you're on the road. You need to verify something, and say you only have iron sights or red dot. You say where contacts or glasses, or you're getting older and your vision's kind of going to crap. It's gonna be hard to verify different things. So I mean, actually, you don't have to flip this over behind the optic to look. You can just do this and verify things. And it's got that ranging reticle in here, the Pegasus. And it's kind of neat. It has it's really clear glass, and I really like it. Like I said, really my biggest gripe with it is just a plunger, and hopefully there's like a Gen 2 of this, then they'll take that plunger off and be a little easier to flip over. But again, this is the one I shoot that's to me the most fun. It's got the grip here. You know, I've thought about like SBRing it, but you know, I kind of decided against it just because I actually am more of a fan of these grips. It's just basically just like a backstop grip kind of deal, a hand stop, and I mean it's good enough. It gets you tight wrap, and I really don't have anything too bad to say about this. With that being out of the way, go to my next one. So this is like I said, like home defense, truck gun, whatever. My next one is my general purpose rifle. This is the one that's just my go-to for just about everything. I'll talk about a couple things I did this, my mid-length. And actually I went to the range recently and fired some just 223 through here, went to the gunsmith, you know, got adjusted and everything, and super minor stuff. He didn't charge me. And now it shoots 223 fine. So whatever it was, I know I harp back to this so much on so many videos, but it's a great shooter. It's I got from Mississippi Firearms website out of Mississippi, which is actually where I grew up in Mississippi, and it's a great rifle, 13.9 pin and weld with a Sons of Liberty Gunworks Knox flash hider, so I can put a dead air suppressor. Also, guys, if you have the Knox flash hider, you can just buy and this, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but you could just buy the adapter for the bottom of it, the dead air chemo adapter, and basically just about any suppressor, you can just unscrew the base of it, put on the adapter, and now it'll use that. So I think it's like $250 on the website. Something worth checking into. I may or may not get a suppressor in the future. We'll see. But just my empty training mag. I got my dummy rounds in here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, it's red since the dummy rounds. Yeah, this is my favorite go-to. I use this for a lot of training classes and stuff, and I'm going to do some more with it. I just got a stream light. I think it's only like 350 lumen flashlight. I'm going to order another one. It's like 1,000 lumen. So I might put this guy on the shorty and the higher lumen one on this one. You know, basically your hand stop slash grip. Technically it's at an angle, so I don't know what the... But this is the actual rifle, so I'm not even worried about it. Anyways, I did put a Vortex 3X magnifier, and this also has a quick release on it, right there. And you know, you have to kind of make some little adjustments, nothing major. But once you get that put on, then it's very solid. And I just, again, I love how it flips. You can't just like accidentally like kind of flip it over. You have to put some effort into it. So I like that. It's got a lot of points of adjustment, so you can tighten up the resistance or not. As far as glass clear, between this one and the primary arms, this is a hollow sun, if I remember right. It's about the same. I really don't notice any major differences, but it's great. It does have a longer body, which I like, to come back over the backup side if you have one. And again, like I'm only like 5'8", so I'm not very tall. And so my stock is like 2, clicks out or whatever. And this right here is really good enough. Now, I do have my Cyclops primary arms, and that's cantilevered forward instead of backwards. And I like that, just to give me extra clearance, because if I had mounted it right here, I would have like no room. So I'd rather have a little room between the two than not enough. So things are, smashing into each other. That's just kind of my thoughts on that. Backup sights, Gen 2, Magpul backup iron sights. Nothing, super amazing or anything. It's good enough. This is a great shooter. It's really surprisingly accurate. I was really surprised by this. I'm getting like half to 1 M away at 50 yards or something like that. But a lot of it's marksmanship. The rifle's always going to be more accurate than what you are, It's just your goal to get up to that level where you match with the rifle better. Anyways, it's probably my all-around favorite rifle. It's general purpose, and I love it. My third one is actually my girlfriend likes this one the most, and this is just the my scope rifle. You know, a lot of people are like, a recce or marksman or DMR or recon or whatever. Like, no, guys, it's just a scope rifle. Like, that's it. I've got a Cycly Bear red dot on top. It's got RMR footprint, and I like that. I'm actually using a low profile scope mount. I don't know if you see this, it's really low. I mean, there's not even space for a backup iron sight on here. So, and this is the entire purpose of it. This is the, what is this? This is the Monstrum Gen 2 or 3. It's like a $200 LPVO. I would like to in the future probably get a, like I said, a Predator Arms or Vortex on here, but in the meantime, this will do. It is fine. It's recently went to the range and sighted in about 100 yards. I like I said, put a new barrel on here. 223 Wild, medium profile, 16-inch barrel. And what I am going to do is I'm going to buy here very soon some 75 grain 5.56 AAC rounds. They're relatively affordable. I think for 200 rounds, $200. So it could be worse. But I'm going to run some 75 grain open match ammo through here and zero it into red dot. And it's supposed to be more ballistically stable at distance. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how that does. I actually went ahead and put the old B5 stock back on here. I keep switching this between this one and my general purpose. And in the past, I felt like I couldn't get a good eye relief and like a cheek weld with it. But maybe a change. I've also lost like 25 pounds from being carnivore diet now, so I'm going to gym more often. I'm healthier. I'm being capable, trying to be an asset, and so maybe my face contours changed. But now I really don't have any problems picking up a side picture at all, where before I used to. So maybe it was just because I was getting fat. But yeah, I mean, this works great. It's and also my theory of thinking here is because it's such a low profile mount, when you're scoped in on something, you're going to have like a tripod or a bipod in this case. You're going to be kneeling or prone, so you're going to be in a low position or profile anyway. So this to me makes more sense to actually lower the actual rifle scope. But then your cheek weld for your red dot on top is better because it's more like a jaw weld. Like a corner of your jaw spot right here, and this is really comfortable. And I'm just running a V5 Systems hand stop. I just like this better. It's like a better grip all around, or like traditional rifle grip, I guess. And I have plenty of room right here, so I just really like the way that feels and holds. Anything really special? No, not really. Just got my nickel boron, bolt carrier group in here, and then my shorty. And I picked those because. With carbine gas systems, they run a little dirtier, a little harsher, so I just decided to use that bolt. And my mid-length is I think it's just a regular phosphate bolt, but because it's mid-length, it runs less foul, less dirty than my other two. So I don't know. I try to like when I build something or put together. Everything has a practical use and philosophy behind it. So it's not just it looks cool, but if it looks cool and has really good purpose, then that is you're going to be far better off with that, I think. Nothing too exciting. Oh, I did recently pick up something. And ballistic helmet. Now I thought about getting a bump helmet. I was like $50-100 more. Might as well get some protection. And so I'll be using this here soon for the CQC courses that my range has. And I'll be signing up for that. And I got a play carrier too, so I'll be geared up. And to me, in a drastic situation scenario, this would be important for if you're expecting heavy contact. I mean, it all depends on the situation and the simulation. Like, if you're going against heavily armed gangs, and think about this situation, guys, too. In a world where things are no longer normal and it's kind of barbarian-esque or whatever, then the gangs are going to have access to body armor and helmets as much as anyone else because they can afford it. They have resources. They're plundering warehouses and cities, and that whole thing. So, you should. It's better to overestimate the capabilities of the group you're going against than underestimate them. So I'm assuming they're going to be at least at this level, if not more. But anyways, it's just a good idea to have some protection for your head. If you have body armor, it protects your heart and your lungs, and I think to your liver, and all that shit. It makes just as good sense to have a helmet to protect your brain. I mean, obviously, if you get shot in the face, you're probably screwed. But like when shots are fired, depending on what round, and there's a lot of ballistics and it's shooting through, then it may be like a glancing shot, and this is going to be just an extra layer of protection. This didn't come with the protection for the hook and loop, so I just took some Gorilla Tape, camo tape, and I just cut it to size and protect it. Oh yeah, so I'm a catechist. Going through Greek Orthodox, so I'm Orthodox Christian, so I got that across on there. It's pretty cool. Indiana flag, American flag. So pretty exciting. Oh, this was pretty cool. It was only like $20-25 for these adapters, these arc rail adapters. These are just knockoff contacts. They're not the real deal. I don't have that kind of money yet. But it works really well. Tried it out. Sounds great. Pretty easy to do. You might have to, use some arm string, pushing the rails onto the actual the mounts for the earbuds themselves. But besides that, it's not that bad. Anyways, this looks pretty cool. I guess some friends of mine I occasionally like online game with and talk philosophy, that kind of thing. They're like, "Oh man, it's awesome!" They're British, so they can't get access to quite the cool stuff that we can. I really wish they would because they're a lot closer to Russia than we are. Well, unless they live in Alaska. Anyways, different tangent. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Like I said, the next big thing I have coming up is, let's see here. Getting the 75 grain bullets for my scope rifle, re-zeroing it, and I'm going to take a class with a SF dude who's a sniper. It's up to 600 yards, so I just have to make time available for that. Had some car issues lately. I think I had a head gasket blown, so it's in the shop now. So hopefully it'll not be that big of a deal, not too expensive, and I'll get that sorted out here sooner or later. So always remember, guys, as much as it's cool to have guns and gear and shit, and ammo and training, take care of your personal life first. The more you focus on your personal life and smooth that out as well as you can, then that gives you room to buy the ammo, to buy the training classes, the gear, and the weapon systems to become a more proficient and just a better American. That's kind of our civic and ethical moral duty to protect our friends, family, community, and that kind of thing. And there's nothing crazy or weird about that at all, actually. And if we happen to hit peacetime and no longer need this stuff, and that's great. You can sell it, make some money. But just kind of a rant about it, and I haven't really done like an in-depth video in a while. And this is 19 minutes, and I've just been doing very and that's it. I'm out of the words. Anyways, you guys have a great summer and a good May and an upcoming Memorial Day. Have a good one, guys. Bye.